Hi, everybody. Welcome to Module 3. I do have to start off by saying that I did intend to post this yesterday morning, but so the program that I use, the software that I use to record videos, the subscription ran out, and they wanted me to pay. And since I didn't pay for the first time, right, I was like, well, do I really want to pay this? I tried some different ones, and I've been using Google Meet before, and I experimented with some other ones, and I was like, I just got to do this. So I did. I do apologize that I do apologize that this is a minute later than I wished it were, but I do have this up now, and I do have a plan on how to keep making these videos for you. But I wanted to take a look at your Module 3. Module 2, what the big piece there was the half draft, and I've taken a quick look at those, and I'll be going through, and I'll start going through and really making some comments and some notations on those for you here really soon. But I got to say that I was really impressed by a lot of your responses. And Unit 3 wants to help you kind of finish that response process, not only giving you some more skills, but then the final draft of that response that you started in Unit 2 or in Module 2. The overview here, kind of gives us this really the sense of here's what we're trying to accomplish. And what we're trying to do is work on that response. How do you respond to what you have seen or things that you have been given, right? We want to give some ideas, as it says here, want to let you try out some ideas of how to respond. And I know that for a lot of us, that you've had that moment, like at the end of a discussion or at the end of an argument, at the end of whatever, that you're like, oh, if I would have only said, right? And part of that is planning, and part of that thought process, right? But also some of that too is that wording. Some of that is that the approach, like what is not just what I could have said, but how could I have said that, right? It's looking at that argument, it's looking at that content, it's looking at that discussion point and looking at it in a way that allows you to see it in their eyes, right? And the module here calls this you say. This is what you say, right? And that understanding that angle helps you in your response a little bit more. So if we take a look at the module here, again, it's set up pretty much the same way as before, with a lot of different little tutorial pieces and some educational pieces. We do have this reading check-in, and this is just to give you that chance to read some additional articles that you hadn't yet read or dealt with. So this allows you to kind of dip in and see some different articles, and just kind of, again, getting you more aware of some of the different angles and some of the different topics within our closed reading theme. We also have the discussion board, and I wanted just to kind of remind you again, there are two parts to the discussion board, and one is that you put up your initial response, and then the other is that you respond to others. And this is it's kind of incumbent on you, first off, to have that initial response. We do want to have something that others can respond to, right? It's hard for them to be able to do their part of the assignment if they don't have anything to respond to, or very limited selection. But I think it's also important for you, because you want to post that early so that other people have the option of replying to you, because this is that kind of helps build that response, that understanding of how to respond to others. Because you put up a post and they're responding back to you, and you look at that response, and you're like, okay, why might they have come at it this way? I meant this, and they were writing about that. Why did they see it differently? Was it because of the way they perceived the topic? Was it the way that I presented my ideas? So it really gives you that sense of kind of trial, if you will, like this is what I said, and this is how others perceived it. So it really does kind of give you that other side of the response, right? Like, I've produced this response for other people, but now they're responding to me, and you get to see how people are able to react and interact with what you've said. So again, make sure that you are posting your initial response early in the module, so that by the end of the module, other people have something to reply to. And then we get down to the actual writing project, or the final steps of writing project number 1. We started at number 2 with the half draft. We're going to finish it here in unit or module 3. And you want to take all the pieces that you have. So you're going to have, you wrote your draft, you've got feedback from other people, you're going to get feedback from me, you're going to also, whatever other methods that you use to revise and edit your work, other people, the tutoring center, your own process of revision and editing. And you're going to take all of that and you're going to combine it in and fold it into this final product so that we get to see exactly how well you are able to summarize and respond to text. So again, I do apologize. This is a day later than I intended to. I am seeing some really good work. I am impressed that so many of you are keeping up. An 8-week course is a grind. It is fast. It is quick. And there is a lot of work to do. And I am super proud that so many of you are keeping up and doing well. I'm also excited about the content that I'm seeing because I am seeing meaningful work being put in. I get to see that you guys are really responding to this. I see some good summaries, some interesting responses. People are taking a great look at these things. So I just want to, thank you for your effort, and I want to continue to encourage you to do your best work and to show us what you're really capable of. Again, if you have any questions, please make sure you're reaching out to me. The email is the best approach so that I can reply to it at a time that is, works into my schedule and get you an answer back quickly. You are, of course, able to call or text me. That is a little bit of a slower way. Again, because during the school day, I don't normally answer my phone when I'm involved with other students. But that if you send me that message, either email or text message, then I can reply back and get you a response. But good luck, guys, and I can't wait to see what you come up with in Module 3.